Hey, I would greatly appreciate it if you could support me at my eBay store. Just simply go to ebay.com, type in the search bar Latrice Limited, click on the stores and shop. I have a wide variety of items. I got my Latrice Limited items on there, such as soaps, bath bombs, candles, essential oil blends. I also have robes on there, nice lingerie robes. I got some teddies. I also have comic books and I have trading cards. I have a whole wide variety of things on there. So definitely check me out and get some stuff and support me. Now let's get into this video. So I was actually watching one of Kendra G's videos, and right here is what it looks like. So if you want to watch the full thing, I believe it's like 28 minutes. Yes, 28 minutes, 26 seconds. So you could watch the full video. I'll actually leave a link in the comments down below. But this is the video I was watching. Okay. And essentially this video is going to be about how women they claim they want a man who is just a sole provider, where all they have to do is sit in the house, okay, and cook and clean. If they got kids, take care of the kids. But here it demonstrates that a lot of women, or at least some women, don't actually want that. They'll say, well, I want this, but then it's like, okay, you look at it, it's like, well, I mean, I want it, but then what you're saying says the opposite of it. Now you may be like, okay, Alex, what you talking about? So I'm gonna give a little bit about this video that I was watching. Okay, so this guy, he says that he wants to be the main provider, the sole provider. Okay, so he wants to work. He works at a railroad. He wants to work. He wants to do his thing, right? Pay for the bills, all that other stuff. All he requires from you is that you have your own transportation, i.e. car. That's what he wants. He wants for you to pretty much just have a car. Okay. Obviously, there's other things that he didn't say, like, hey, you need to be cooking. Hey, you need to be clean. Okay. But that's just given. Okay. But that's pretty much all that he asks, because he's like, okay, if I'm doing the work, I can't be driving you around. All right. So here's the main thing. And of course, I'm not saying like, oh, real men, because, I'm not going to be using that term really up in here, with the whole real man, because hey, times are hard out here where you got to be making like $100,000 a year to be really being able to take care of not only yourself, but somebody else. So I'm going to just talk about the sole provider. All right. So we're going to get a little bit into this guy, his preferences. He's 40 years old. He was saying that his preference in age is between 21 and 30. Now you may be like, whew, that's kind of young, right? It is what it is. Okay. He said he wants to be the main provider. He was married and he was living in Chicago. He ended up moving to the South, but he was married. His wife she ended up dying in a car accident because of a drunk driver. Okay. He said that he does not want an older woman because they tend to bring a lot of baggage. Okay. Saying how, oh, I was hurt. Oh, blah, blah, hurt me. Blah, blah, hurt me. Yeah, I got 10 baby daddies. Yeah, I'm not changing for anybody and all that kind of stuff. He's like, I'm not trying to deal with that. Okay. I'll be retiring soon and I'm not trying to be dealing with your drama. Okay. He also said he didn't have any kids, So he was saying if you have a kid, it needs to be 2 years old or younger. Okay. And we'll get into all that kind of stuff later. But he doesn't want to be dealing with any older kids because he wants to grow with the child. Okay. Which is all reasonable. Okay. He wants a woman who knows how to be a woman, who is feminine and who can care for him and support him. Okay. He doesn't want any of, I'm a boss B. I'm a boss. He doesn't want any of that. He's like, I'm not into that. I don't want this. I'm Miss Independent. I don't need a man, but I'll have one, but I don't need. He's like, I don't want to deal with that. No, I don't want to deal with that because there's just too much drama and I don't want to deal with it. If you're saying you don't need me, well, what am I here for then? He doesn't mind you having a career and you having your own money because all he's going to ask is, hey, have your own transportation and be able to pay for groceries. But I got the water bill, got the gas and electric, I got the mortgage, I got the car insurance, I got this, I got that, I got that. Okay. So he's not really asking you to have much. Okay. He was also saying that he doesn't like it when people be weaving it up and got all that makeup on either. Okay. So everything that he said, really, I'm like, well, okay. You should be having hundreds of girls in your DMs, right? So here comes the haters. So this is one thing I actually thought was pretty interesting before I get into that, because Kendra, she went and, she had him on there, but it was like after the video kind of did a little cut, and then it was two other women who were not at all a part of the conversation giving their 2 cents, saying, well, I don't like this, I don't like this, I heard that, and he did this, and they were kind of dogging on him. But I never seen her do that with anyone else's videos, so I don't know what that was about. But let's get to the haters. Okay, so and they were both black women as well. And one of them said, he is scary and unstable and he crazy. Okay, now I'm adding a crazy, but she said that he was scary and unstable. And I'm like, what are we listening to the same video? Because I'm confused. All right, this is why. She said because he has no kids, and if he is with a woman with kids, he wants them to be 2 years old or younger and grow with the adult. That's creepy. That's scary, and you're unstable. Because why don't you want to deal with baby daddy drama? Why don't you want to deal with me having a 12-year-old daughter who says you ain't my daddy, and then the daddy coming in the picture and banging me every other night? Why is that a problem for you? That's what I looked at that as, because I'm like, I'm confused. She was over here just saying like, what you have a problem with having a confrontation with the baby daddy? Yeah, pretty much. I think anybody would, so I thought that was a pretty odd. Another part of it, I think it was the same lady where she went and said that he led with a lot of masculinity, saying that he'll pay for every bill, and all I need is a car. Well, my daughter has a car. All I need to present to you is a car. My daughter has a car though. Oh my God. I can't believe that's all you want from a woman. Obviously, he's not saying that's all he wanted was you to have a car. He is saying that you need to have the car, and if you're going to have a job, I expect for you to be paying for groceries. If I'm paying for literally 95% of everything else, 5%, that's all you need. And he said your money is your spending money and groceries. That's it. That's all. So I really don't see what the issue is. You said he was masculine because he wanted to take care of his woman. I don't really see what the problem. I didn't understand that. There was another chick on there that said there's a lot of women making more money than any 30-year-old, 40-year-old, or 50-year-old. But I'm kind of confused because, okay, so they didn't like his age range, 21 to 30, and he's 40 years old, because they're like, oh, well, that's creepy. Oh, that's creepy. You want someone my age. How dare you? But here's the thing. You're saying, oh, well, there's plenty of women making more money than all these people. And what occupations do they have? Well, they're an entrepreneur. What occupation is that? Because I've seen a lot of OnlyFans models or chicks or whatever, OnlyFans people, where they're making $100,000 a year. They're making $30,000 a month. They're making some serious cash, but they're showing their punani to everybody. They're showing their boobies straight raw to everybody. Willingly. They're sharing all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, you have people who do sponsorships for clothing brands, and they're in thongs and bikinis, and they're showing everything to everybody. But the way that this guy came off, he wants someone that's a little more conservative, someone who's not just out here with the breast out, the booty out, you can see up in there, hoo-ha. Is it really that much of a problem to request that someone not be wearing all that? Yeah, there's plenty of women who are 21 to 30 or whatever, who are making way more money than these other women. And they're showing everything too. I mean, I don't know where you've been looking, but I don't get it. So the whole thing is, they were saying that he's controlling, he's this and that, and I'm just like, where are y'all getting it? I mean, did we watch the same video, y'all? Because I'm a little confused, because y'all saying that he's controlling, y'all said that he got these problems, and I'm like, where did you guys get all this from? Because he wants to take care of his woman? I just thought that was pretty interesting. You have these women, and these would be the same women that say, yeah, I need someone to take care of me because I want to stay home and do this and do that and da-da-da. But when the shoe don't fit, oh man, here's all the insults. Well, I want someone 21 to 30. Well, I'm 31. Oh, you must be a weirdo then. Why don't you want me? Because you're not 21 or 30. Okay. There's one. Well, I'm 25. I don't get why you don't want me. Because you have 2 kids. There's 2. Okay. Well, I'm an independent woman. I make $200,000, $1 million a year. I don't get why you don't want me. Because you don't want me. There's 3. So it's this whole thing where it's like all these women, they can't take rejection. They don't like it where, I mean, they just think that they're supposed to fit in everyone's category. Everyone, you just supposed to accept me how I am, but I mean, you need to change. What? Girl, bye.